Okay. So, what we got going on here, this is a great saw, by the way. I love it. 32-inch bar. Josh Mullinex, this guy here, Trickin' X, Tree Trimming and Falling, hooked me up with Skyjacker 4-inch front leaf springs and all these U-bolts, which would be for rear shocks, or sorry, front shocks, and front steering stabilizer setup. Those are shims for the back axle. And this is part of the steering stabilizer setup for my 87 F350. So what I'm going to do is kind of a little, I don't know, how to install lift kit video. I kind of think it's cool. I would have given anything to have been able to find something for a truck like that back in the day when I was, in high school. I was a little daunted, I guess, or the thought of putting a lift kit on was daunting to me, having an explanation of how it's done, just so I had some more confidence. So anyway, I'm going to do that, and wanted to give you kind of an idea of what I've got into this project. So, everything I bought from Josh Mullinex, the front leaf springs with the bushings, shocks, U-bolts for the rear, steering stabilizer setup, that was $150. I think normally you're looking at $150 just for the steering stabilizer setup, and springs. I think the cheapest you can get springs for are about 250 bucks a pop. I can't quite recall. So anyhow, what you're looking at here is boxes of parts. So this is a box that's got the extended brake lines. It's 105/74. You got to have a 4-inch drop pitman arm, and that little gem was $68.99. You got to have a drop bracket for your tracking bar, or your track bar for your front axle, and that little thing is $56.21. These are your spring eye bolts and shackle bolts. It's suggested that you get new ones when you're doing this project. You also need 9.5-inch U-bolts for that front axle. And like this is Zone Off-Road, the U-bolts. This is Skyjacker, that's Pro Comp. The brake lines are Skyjacker, and everything else here is Skyjacker. So my grand total for this front axle lift is $468.74. And when I go to do, the back, I'm probably going to put blocks in it, because I think if you're lifting the front 4 inches, generally people put 2 inches in the back. I don't really want it equal. I kind of like the truck having a little bit more lift in the front than in the rear. So, I don't know, we'll see how it looks. My friend Milo Gillis is going to come out and help me do the install. He's real knowledgeable about this stuff, whereas I am not. I haven't had to do work like this in ages, so I am going to be kind of a tag along. I'm going to do a time-lapse video of it, and then just kind of throw in some us talking about the install. So anyway, I hope it turns out good. Again, this is a budget deal. For $468, I'm getting 4 inches of lift in the front, and it's going to be done right. It's not going to be kind of a backyard funky show. I think most times you're looking at about $1,500 or $1,600 total for something like this, and that's probably fairly cheap. So Josh, thank you very much for hooking me up with that lift kit. Really glad I got to meet you and your family. Thank you very much for the Mullinex gear. And everybody that's watching, stay tuned. I'm excited for this project. It's going to be probably happening right here in the driveway. And there she sits down there waiting. And a friend of mine has got what are they, 36 1250 16s that are pretty reasonable, and they're about brand new wheels and tires. So I might end up getting those for this truck. Yeah, so we'll see. Oh, and also we're going to upgrade the brake fluid to .4, which apparently is the cat's meow. Milo Gillis told me about it. I don't know much about that type of stuff. He started to explain the difference between .3 and .4, and I went cross-eyed. So it's kind of a new thing for me, but sounds like it's going to be sweet. Gonna do it. It's the way to go. So yeah, totally stoked. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe and hit the bell in the end for all the updates, and check out my top subscriptions on my main page. You got West Coast Logging, Alex S-Gate, GNS Logging, SWN02, Stump Jumper videos, Logger Wade, Fox Pine, Tax Me I'm Canadian, Logger Guy, Stan Wedekin, Horse Faller, Jimmy Legs 75, Skadill. Anyhow, thanks again for watching. Take care. Have a great day. Bye now.